guys, it's Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I have my September favorites for you guys. This is crazy. I say this every single month, but this year is going by so fast. September was an absolutely crazy month for me. I started school, I moved into my new apartment, which I will be doing an upcoming apartment tour because I know this has been requested so much. So an apartment tour and like a room tour will be coming up. Now, because of the craziness of the month and the fact that I didn't have a lot of extra time, I didn't actually experiment too much with makeup, which is really unfortunate because I love playing with makeup. So unfortunately I don't have a ton of beauty favorites in this video, but I do have some really great products that I do want to share. So we will start with hair care. The first hair item that I want to share, you guys are going to think I'm really weird for mentioning this, but this is the Suave Kids Detangling Spray. It looks like this, and this is in the Double Dutch Apple scent. I got this a while ago, and I really needed like a detangling spray to really detangle my hair, and my friend uses this and she said it's really good because it smells amazing and it works. So you don't need to get like a super expensive one. This was I think like $3 at Target, and it's really good. It does the job. You just spray it in your hair after your hair is wet, and then I just leave it in for like 30 seconds or so, and then I comb my hair and it's completely tangle free. It's awesome. So I really love this stuff. The only thing about this is that after you put this in, I wouldn't recommend putting any sort of heat on your hair. That includes a blow dryer, a straightener, a curler, anything. Because after you put this in your hair, for some reason when you put heat on it, it almost makes it sticky. And I think the fact that this is a kid's product, I think they're just assuming that kids aren't flat ironing their hair or like blow drying their hair, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it almost makes your hair sticky if you're gonna use heat, but I don't use heat on my hair. Like, very rarely do I use heat on my hair, so this works really well for me. Okay, now let's jump right into beauty favorites. So first, for face, I have been loving my MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. This is in the shade NC45, and I jump back and forth between this and my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I think I've been reaching for this more this month only because it's like an all-in-one product. Normally I use my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural to set a tinted moisturizer or to set a foundation. This is just like you can wear it by itself and it gives you practically full coverage. You can definitely build it up to be a full coverage powder foundation, and I actually have that on right now, and I think it like covers everything up. You wouldn't be able to tell if I wore this or if I wore like a full coverage liquid foundation. Okay, next for eyes. Pretty much anytime I've been wearing eyeshadow, I was wearing something bright, which I'm not wearing right now, which is strange, but I wanted to wear a darker lip today, so that's why I didn't wear bright on my eyes. But normally I have been wearing bright eyeshadow on my eyes, and I've been reaching for my MAC Pro eyeshadow palette, which I filled myself. These are all of the MAC Pro eyeshadows that I own, and I mentioned exactly the shades that are in this palette in a MAC haul a while back, and I'll link it in the bottom bar for you guys if you guys are curious on the exact shades that are in this palette. But I'll just tell you a few that I've been reaching for. I've been reaching for this one, which is Blue Calm, this one, which is Indian Ink, and this one, which is Soot, which is kind of like a darker gray shade. I've been reaching for those three, but I mean, this whole palette has pretty much been getting used this month. I have just been loving like the brighter eyeshadows for some reason this month. And also I wanted to mention this shade in particular because the blue here, this is Blue Calm, I actually wore in a few videos this month, and a lot of you guys loved it, and it was my recreation of the Makeup by Tiffany D purple and blue eyeshadow look, and I wore it in a few videos, and I'll link one of the videos in the bottom bar if you guys want to see what it looks like on me. But a lot of you guys love that eyeshadow look. I don't think I've gotten so many comments on my makeup as I did in that video. Okay, and then for eyeliner, I have been absolutely loving my MAC Blacktrack Fluidline. I got this month, I believe. I mentioned this in a haul video a while back, and I love this stuff. It's awesome. I just have to say, It's amazing. I know I was debating between getting this and getting the Bobbi Brown gel liner, and I'm glad I got this. It's a little bit cheaper than the Bobbi Brown, and it works amazingly. And to apply that, my favorite brush has been the MAC 210 brush, which is just a super, super thin, tiny brush. I know a lot of people said to use the MAC 109, but I found the 109 to be a little bit big, for me at least. I prefer a smaller brush because I can always like draw a thin line and then thicken it up a little bit if I have to, but it's like impossible to draw a thick line and then you won't be able to thin it down. Another eyeliner I have been loving is this Stila Smudgestick waterproof eyeliner, and this is in the shade Koi. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gold shade, and I used this in a tutorial. If you guys haven't seen it, I will link it in the bottom bar for you guys. I'm linking a ton of stuff in this video. But yeah, I used this in a tutorial where I applied it to my lower lash line, and I think it looks so pretty. I love the effect of like a gold liner on your lower lash line. Like I said in that tutorial, a lot of people put like blue or purple or green or teal or something like that on your lower lash line, but I think popping gold is a lot more wearable if you're not bold and you don't want to do a bright color, but it still gives you a pop of color. As for mascaras, I have found that layering mascaras this month works so well. Normally I just use one mascara and I just use the same mascara and layer it on top of each other, but I have found this month that if you layer different mascaras on top of each other, it really gives you the best lash effect. So one combination that I've been loving, I've been experimenting with a ton of combinations, so it's not really like I've stuck to one particular combination, but one that I have been loving is starting with the Covergirl Lashblast Fusion, and the brush on it is like this. It's really big, and this is more of like a volume mascara, so this mascara is supposed to build a lot of volume on your lashes. Then I go in with my Rimmel Sexy Curves mascara, which this one is really good, and I really actually underestimated this mascara when I first got it. I only really got it because the brush is so cool. I mean, hello, look at the brush. But it is a really, really good mascara. I would recommend it. And then lastly, I finish off with the L'Oreal Clean Definition Telescopic, and this one has a very, very like long and thin brush. And all three of these brushes are all rubber brush mascaras. I found that I sometimes incorporate like a natural brush mascara with it, like Benefit's Bad Gal or L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous also works really well if you kind of incorporate those in between as well. Okay, as for cheeks, because I've been wearing bright eyeshadows this month, I kept the cheeks really neutral. So the first blush is Max Gingerly, and I've been talking about this blush practically ever since I started on YouTube. I really do think I mentioned this in one of my very first videos that I made. I love this blush. It is the perfect neutral blush to go with any eyeshadow look. If you wore a neutral look, if you wore a bright look, anything, this works. And I actually have this on today because I knew I was doing a brighter lip, so I wanted to go a little bit more natural on the blush, and this is amazing. And then as for lips, because I've been wearing brighter eyeshadow, like I said, for lips I kept them very neutral. I mean, very neutral to the point that I would only wear lip balm. I have been falling in love with the Jack Black lip balm, and this is raved about on YouTube. Raved. Not just on YouTube, but even on blogs and stuff. So I had to try it out. This is the Lemon and Chamomile. I've had this for a while, but I've recently fallen in love with it. Now we will go into nail favorites. So my first nail favorite is actually a Butter London polish, and I only recently got Butter London polishes because if you guys have an Ulta near you, you know that Ulta was doing a buy one get one free off of all of the Butter London nail lacquers, and that is actually a really big deal because Butter London retails for $14, and I didn't have any Butter London nail polishes before the BOGO because Butter London is expensive, and a lot of you guys know that an Ulta opened up near me. I did mention this in a video before. And I've been talking about it on Twitter a lot. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys already know that. The Butter London shade that I've been loving is called Blagger. And I tweeted about this, I posted about this on my blog, I posted about it on my Facebook page. Oh, just wanted to let you guys know I did make a Facebook page, so if you guys want to like my Facebook page, I'll link it in the bottom bar for you guys. It's new, so I have like 18 people like it so far, so if you want to be one of like the first few people to like it, go like my Facebook page. Anyways, yeah, I posted this everywhere pretty much, so if you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or my blog, you guys know about this, and I love this. This is unlike any nail polish I have. It's the perfect cream royal blue shade, and I'll put a link to my blog post in the bottom bar for you guys so you guys can actually see what this looks like on my nails. I don't have it on anymore, obviously, but I wore this for about a week and a half on my nails, and actually the only problem with this polish, I mean, the formulation is perfect, the shade is perfect, but I found that it doesn't last very long. I found that this chips after about 3 to 4 days, which is strange because no nail polish chips after 3 to 4 days on me. So that was kind of unfortunate, but the shade totally makes up for it, and the formulation is literally like butter, So I'll link my blog post so you can see what it looks like on me. And another nail polish, which is actually what I have on right now. This is Revlon's Facets of Fuchsia, and this is one of their new shades. I don't believe it's limited edition, but I could be wrong. I found it at Target in the normal Revlon nail polish display, and this is supposedly the Deborah Lippmann Bad Romance dupe. And I have to say, this is beautiful. I also did a blog post on this. I also put it on my Facebook page. I also talked about it on Twitter, so I'll put a link to my blog post for this polish in the bottom bar as well, so you can see what it looks like up close. And I also wanted to mention my nail polish remover, because I don't think I've mentioned my nail polish remover before. I might have, but I don't think I have. And I actually got a question about this on Twitter, so I did want to mention it. For all of my nail polish, I just use pure acetone to remove it. Somebody asked me how I remove glitter polish, because I know glitter polish is a pain in the butt to remove. It's so difficult to take off glitter polish, and I totally understand, but pure acetone is the best way to take off any nail polish. I used to use like the Sally Hansen stuff. You know how they're like different colors, like pink and green and yellow and stuff, and there's like strengthening and like for weak nails or brittle nails or whatever. Pure acetone, yes, it does dry out your cuticles and stuff, so you definitely need to moisturize after you use it, but it just melts your nail polish off. You'll be amazed if all you've used is like, you know, the Sally Hansen brand or like the Q-Tex brand nail polish remover that you can find at like Walmart and stuff. You will be amazed at how pure acetone works, because it melts your nail polish off. Okay, and then I have a few body care items to share with you guys. I talked about this in a haul video a few weeks back, and I'll link the haul in the bottom bar. I'll just link everything in the bottom bar for you guys, because you guys will be surfing through links down there if you guys look. So anyways, this is the Vaseline Cocoa Butter Vitalizing Gel Body Oil, and I believe I heard Emily Noel 83 talk about this, and I believe it was Emily, and she said that she loved this, so I had to try it out. It's very oily. It is an oil. I mean, it's exactly what it says. It is an oil, so if you don't like the feeling of oil on your skin, you won't like this. And it doesn't sink in super fast either, so I would recommend putting this on before you go to bed and just sleep in it, and then when you wake up, your skin will be super moisturized and stuff. It won't be oily in the morning after you sleep, but if you just apply it right before you head out, you'll look really shiny. And the other product I've been loving is another Vaseline product. This is the Cocoa Butter Petroleum Jelly, Rich Conditioning Petroleum Jelly. That's what it looks like, and as you can see, I've put quite a dent in it. I actually use this on my feet, and I put this on my feet before I go to bed, because I found like the heels of my feet, they get cracked and stuff really easily, but putting this on before you go to bed on your feet, it almost like coats them and puts like this protective layer of moisture around them, and then when you wake up, your feet feel amazing, like soft, and they're not cracked, and it's just awesome. It's like the best foot therapy treatment, and this was cheap too. I think this was like $3. Alright, now let's get right into random favorites. So my first random favorite is a random food favorite, and it is Cheez-Its. This is just the original Cheez-Its. I've been obsessed with Cheez-Its, and I think it's just because they're super easy to take to class. I just throw them in a Ziploc bag and just take them to class, munch on them during class, or just, you know, in between classes or whatever. They're really easy to take around with you. You can even get them in the individually wrapped bags if you want. But yeah, I just love Cheez-Its, and I found that they're pretty filling too for being like just a snack. If you like munch on them, you can definitely get like filled up, and they'll hold you over until your next meal. Okay, my next random favorite is actually a t-shirt, and it's actually the t-shirt I'm wearing right now, and I'll just show you kind of what it looks like. So what we have here is two giraffes, as you guys can see, and it's super, super pretty. Like, the shades of the t-shirt are absolutely amazing, and I got this t-shirt from Forever 21. I believe it was about like $18 or so, and this t-shirt, like a portion of it goes to one of the animal charities to help with the animals. I forgot exactly what it is, but it had it on the tag and stuff, and I actually got it just because it had two giraffes on it, and giraffes are one of my favorite animals. I love giraffes, zebras, and elephants. Those are my favorites. So yeah, I thought this was so pretty, and it's so bright and like in your face. It's like probably like the brightest t-shirt I own. But I got so many compliments on it. Actually, I wore it to school, and then after school I went to the mall, and like I was in the MAC store and the MAC counter and stuff, and literally everybody was like, I love your t-shirt. And then few more random favorites. Random favorite TV show of the month. I have been trying to catch up on Criminal Minds. This is season 5. I have bought every single season because I'm trying to catch up. And I'm on season 5 right now, which is why I'm holding this one up. But it's not necessarily season 5. I'm just talking in general. I love this. I'm halfway through this season. It's amazing. It's actually, I found that they're actually getting better and better through the seasons. I find a lot of shows, as each season goes by, the show seems to kind of go downhill a little bit. You know, like the first few seasons are good, and then once they get to like the 3rd and 4th, it kind of starts slumming down. This one is getting better and better, and I think they found that putting a storyline in the background really helps like viewers stay connected to the show. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to quickly sum up what I'm talking about. But basically, Hotch, his like background storyline with his wife and his kid, and the Reaper who's like coming after them, I think that was really smart of them to do, and it was really smart of them to kind of like start the story and then not really talk about it too much until like the end of the story, because it keeps people watching because they want to know what's going to happen. So I find that that's actually a really good idea for them to do, because in the first few seasons, each episode would pretty much be like a new story, so you could pretty much, for the most part, just like start in the middle of the season, and you'd pretty much like catch up to what's going on, because there's no like background plot for the most part. But I found that now that they're putting kind of a background plot in it, it's getting a lot better. Okay, my next random favorite of the month is my favorite random movie of the month, and my favorite movie has been 13 going on 30. This is such a good movie. It's really, really old though. When did this come out? It came out in 2004, I believe. So it's not actually that old, I guess. It's 7 years old. I mean, I guess it's kind of old considering it came out when I was 11, but I don't know. Anyways, this is such a good movie. I love it. I saw it in theaters when I was 11, and I loved it back then, and I love it now. I got this on DVD. I remember the day it came out on DVD, I had to get it. I believe this was like the first PG-13 movie that I ever saw, because I was 11, so. But yeah, I love this movie. Okay, and my last random favorite of the month is my favorite random song of the month, and my favorite song has been How to Love by Lil Wayne. Now, actually, Lil Wayne's version, is not my favorite. I do like his version. I think it's good. I heard it on the radio all the time, but I think the thing that really like pushed me into loving the song is a version, it's actually a cover done by two girls here on YouTube, and their names are Megan and Liz, and I actually just discovered them through this song, but I subscribed as soon as I heard the song, and a lot of their covers are really, really good. They just did a cover of Stereo Hearts by Gym Class Heroes and Adam Levine, and that is so good too. Which actually, that's another favorite song. Okay, Stereo Hearts is a favorite song, and How to Love is also a favorite song, but I've literally listened to How to Love at least like 300 times this month, probably more. So yeah, I guess I actually have two favorite songs of the month, but I'll link all of those in the bottom bar for you guys. I'll link the original Lil Wayne How to Love, I'll link Megan and Liz's cover, which I highly recommend. If you guys like kind of like poppy songs and stuff, like more like happy pop songs, their version is super, super good. And then I'll link the original Stereo Hearts and then Megan and Liz's cover of Stereo Hearts, because all of them are really good. So yeah, that is my September favorites. I know I said that I didn't have a lot of products, but this was kind of a long video, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the favorites video, and if you guys make favorites videos, please leave it as a video response below, or let me know in a comment below if you guys have been loving something for the month of September. I would love to know what you guys have been loving, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!